everyone, I'm Jesse Eckroad.
And I'm Abby Holden.
And we're the outreach team here at Carpenter Croix Valley Nature Center. Carpenter Nature Center is proud to continue partnering with Angel's Pet World to provide environmental education programming as part of Hudson Hot Air Affair. And although we can't meet in person this year, we hope you enjoyed this video of one of our favorite native animals.
As people turn their gaze skyward this weekend, the balloons will definitely be the center of attention. But the hot air balloons share the airspace with some amazing animals, including winter residents like eagles, crows, and cardinals, and also warm weather residents like butterflies, bees, and migratory birds. The St. Croix River Valley is home to amazing animal species throughout the entire year. We can't wait to check them all out.
In the weeks following Hot Air Affair, Abby and I will be eagerly watching the skies for the return of one of our early spring migrants, the Peregrine Falcon.
Peregrine falcons start to return to their nests in the St. Croix River Valley mid-March. We hope this video will give you your falcon fix until then.
Fast, strong, and majestic, peregrine falcons have inspired awe in humans for thousands of years. Ancient cultures worshipped these birds and partnered with them as hunting companions in a practice known as falconry, a system that still exists to this day. The worldwide distribution of peregrine falcons means that people across the globe share an admiration for these animals. Although the species was nearly extirpated in eastern North America during the 20th century, peregrine falcon populations have been restored, and their recovery story serves as a model for conservation of species throughout the world. The peregrine falcon is a medium-sized raptor with a gray back, head, tail, and dark markings under the eyes called malar stripes. Its chest is off-white with an amount of dark barring that varies between individuals, and its feet, legs, and cere are yellow. Males and females are similar in coloration, but females are up to 1/3 larger than males. Juvenile peregrine falcons are chocolate brown with vertical brown streaks on the breast. Peregrine falcons display quintessential raptor characteristics. These include forward-facing eyes and excellent vision for locating prey, strong feet and sharp talons for catching and killing prey, and a hooked beak for tearing meat. Peregrine falcons are stellar aerial predators, diving at speeds in excess of 230 miles per hour to catch and kill other birds, which make up approximately 90% of their diet. Prey may be captured and killed in the air, or it may be struck mid-air with the falcon's feet and killed on the ground. When it comes to prey species, peregrine falcons aren't picky. They have been documented eating 450 different species of birds in North America, with prey size ranging from hummingbirds to sandhill cranes. In order to catch their flighted prey, peregrine falcons have evolved several adaptations for aerodynamics. Their long, teardrop-shaped wings and torpedo-like bodies cut through the air with ease, allowing them to reach great speeds while hunting. The structure of a falcon's face is more aerodynamic than that of other raptors as well. Unlike eagles and hawks, which have a prominent brow ridge for shading their eyes from the sun, peregrine falcons have a shallow brow ridge to reduce drag. To reduce glare from the sun, falcons instead have a dark malar stripe under their eyes, which serves the same function as eye black worn by athletes. If humans attempted diving at the same speed as peregrine falcons, we would pass out from an inability to breathe. So how can falcons handle such high velocities? The answer is a small, conical structure called a tubercle that is inside their nostril. The tubercle catches and spirals air, similar to the mechanics of a jet engine. Instead of the air rushing past the face or entering the lungs at a dangerous speed, the slower, spiraling air is easily breathable for the falcon. Peregrine falcons are found worldwide, and they use a broad range of habitats. Territories typically include a cliff site for nesting, and an open area for hunting. Man-made structures such as bridges, towers, and buildings are increasingly being used for nesting. If the area where a peregrine nests has a mild climate and consistent source of food, they will stay in that same location year-round. Falcons that breed in colder climates migrate for winter, a round trip that is sometimes as long as 15,000 miles. Because peregrine falcons are low-altitude migrants, Arctic nesting individuals can be seen flying through the St. Croix River Valley on their way to South America. These Arctic nesters will leapfrog over other populations of falcons which remain on their territory year-round. It is the epic migration of these birds that give them their name. The word peregrine means wanderer or pilgrim. Courtship for peregrines begins in late April and early May, with males selecting several nest ledges and the females making the final decision about a nesting site, known as a scrape or eyrie. Some breeding pairs use the same scrape year after year, and some scrapes have been used for over 50 years by different nesting pairs of birds. The nest is merely a depression scraped into the sand or gravel on a ledge, where the female lays between 3 and 5 eggs, which hatch about a month later. Approximately 70% of peregrine nesting sites are in urban areas on man-made structures. For example, there is a nest on the railroad bridge in Prescott, and several pairs of falcons nest in downtown Minneapolis and St. Paul. The young fledge at about 6 weeks, but stay with their parents for several more weeks after leaving the nest. If wild peregrines can avoid danger and are able to find abundant food, they can live between 16 and 20 years in the wild, with some captive individuals living 25 years or more. Unfortunately, the normal life cycle and healthy population of peregrine falcons in the United States was devastated in the mid-20th century due to the use of insecticides such as DDT. DDT had a negative effect on many animals, especially apex predators, because of a process called biomagnification. Toxins like DDT become more and more concentrated as they move through the food chain. And although DDT wasn't killing adult peregrine falcons, it was affecting their ability to utilize calcium. This caused the shells of their eggs to be very thin, so few young falcons survived until hatching. This devastated the population of peregrines, particularly in the eastern United States. They were considered to be extirpated, which means that they were regionally extinct. However, thanks to the banning of DDT in 1972, the listing of the species as federally endangered, and intensive captive breeding efforts, the population of peregrine falcons has rebounded. They have made an amazing recovery and were removed from the endangered species list in 1999. Although DDT is no longer a threat to wild falcons and other raptors, there are several human activities that pose a threat to birds of prey. Rodent poison, lead fishing tackle and hunting ammunition, and vehicle collisions cause the deaths of many raptors. But thankfully, there are actions you can take to protect these animals. First, cease the use of rodent poisons. Many predatory animals, including birds of prey, become sick and die from consuming rodents that are contaminated with poison. Second, switch to lead-free fishing tackle alternatives such as tungsten and copper hunting ammunition. Poisoning as a result of lead tackle and ammo is an issue for many species of animals, including Minnesota's state bird, the common loon. By making the switch, you won't just be helping raptors, you will be helping many creatures in the St. Croix Valley ecosystem. Third, if you find an injured bird of prey, please keep pets and children away from the bird to minimize stress. Evaluate the situation to ensure your own safety and that of others in the area, and immediately contact the Raptor Center at the University of Minnesota. They will give you instructions about how to proceed with helping the bird. Speaking of the Raptor Center, Carpenter Nature Center's Peregrine Falcon was obtained from the Raptor Center at the University of Minnesota in May 2008. The young male falcon hatched in the wild in Wisconsin in 2007. He sustained a fracture to his right wing, and a well-meaning individual repaired the injury but kept the bird without proper permits. The falcon was confiscated by the Wisconsin DNR and brought to the Raptor Center for evaluation, but by that time, the wing was permanently disabled and the falcon was considered unreleasable. Although we would prefer that our peregrine falcon was able to be released into the wild, we are very grateful to have him as an ambassador. He teaches thousands of visitors every year about our environment, the diversity of wildlife found in the St. Croix River Valley, and the actions that we all can take to conserve nature.
Thank you for taking the time to learn about the peregrine falcon. You can visit CNC's Ambassador Falcon 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. While you're here, we encourage you to enjoy our trails, rent a pair of snowshoes, or participate in one of our physically distanced outdoor programs. To learn more about Carpenter Nature Center, visit our website at www.carpenternaturecenter.org.